Advice. For centuries now, mankind has sought advice givers. Relationship problems, beef, awkward situations. Man has always sought out to solve these problems, especially Redditors. Lucky for them, I have come out of retirement. That's right, I'm donning the cape and cowl once more, and I have advice up the ass and more unhinged stories to solve. Without further ado, my husband and I are expecting our first child. Kick the babe. I'm so f***ing good at giving advice. What's that? I should listen to the whole story first. Shit, whatever you say, I guess. We moved to be closer to his family. I'm no contact with mine. My mother-in-law has been referring to the baby as her baby this entire time. She will say things like, I can't wait for my baby to be born. My baby is going to be so loved. This rubs me the wrong way for reasons I cannot explain, but my husband tells me to just ignore her. My mother-in-law wanted to throw me a baby shower and invited her friends. She said they made an agreement a long time ago that they would celebrate each other's kids' weddings and births. My husband and I eloped and declined a reception for her friends since we don't really know them. My mother-in-law told me that I owed it to her to let her throw the baby shower since I hurt her friends' feelings by not having a wedding reception. But it's her wedding. Why were your mother-in-law's friends' feelings hurt? Actually, it's kind of like, hey, my mom's friends, grandma's cousins, uncle's friends, barber's daughter's cat is upset that you didn't invite his Edward Cullen toy to the party. I asked if I could invite my friends, and she said no. Dude, get the f out of here. I'm not reading this shit anymore. She said that this was for her friends, and that if my friends wanted to throw me a shower, they could. I reluctantly agreed. My husband and I spent hours on our registry, and my mother-in-law asked for it so she could share with her friends. She said she forwarded the registry on. She asked me what design I wanted on my cake and cookies. I told her flowers, because I am decorating the nursery in a garden theme. At the shower, they provided me with a mother-to-be sash, and my mother-in-law a granny-to-be sash to wear. I noticed that the theme of the shower was circus animals. Huh. Very different from what you asked for. The cake had elephants and balloons on it, and the cookies were animals. At first I thought that maybe the floral theme was just too difficult, so I rolled with it until it was time to open presents. Every present was some sort of circus animal, onesies, blankets, toys, nothing on my registry. I was a little confused and even went so far as to check my registry to make sure I hadn't goofed up and changed everything. I thanked everyone for their gifts and tried to sound as gracious as possible, but I was so confused. My husband, who is a little less tactful than I am, showed up at the end of the shower and noticed the theme right away. He goes, "What's up with all the circus animals?" I'd be saying the same shit too. Floral weddings, why is there a fucking elephant's ass in my face at my wife's baby shower? He looked at the presents and says, This isn't what we asked for. Then he looked at his mom and goes, "Mom, what did you do?" She smiled and said, "I didn't like the theme you chose for my baby. I'm going to decorate my baby's nursery at my house with circus animals, so I created a registry for myself." They didn't say. She even laughed in this, but I'm giving her one. Like, okay, fuck, other mother, go back into your little hole at the side of the house. My husband said, "You did what?" I kinda nailed that. "You're a Lannister, Jamie." She says, "My baby is going to need a room at my house, so I threw a shower for myself." I lost my composure and told her that she would not see my baby and to stop calling the baby hers. And my husband told his mom that she's delusional if she thinks we're going to allow this. She started crying and said we're just withholding her baby from her. Wow, she's fucking nuts. We've been getting texts from his family since the shower, calling us selfish and ungrateful and saying we ruined the joy of being a grandma. Being a grandma? I think she wants to yoink that little bald Are we the assholes? Right, so first off, I'm seeing a common theme among these stories I read, where events that are meant to be a special moment for a specific person are now for everyone else. First, it was weddings, now it's this baby shower. It seems like you're honestly an afterthought, despite you being the one that's carrying the little man. Like, what do you mean instead of some nice flowers I wanted, I'm gonna see a monkey's cock swinging in the air? No, bro, I don't want that shit. And why the fuck are your chameleon ass friends over talking about the party's gonna be lit? No, it's not. This is like in first year high school when my friend told me to pull up. There's gonna be girls at my house. Like, bro, what do you mean? That's Kenneth from down the block. In a wig! I'm not complaining though. But yeah, I've heard about this type of behavior. Your mother-in-law misses when your husband was a little guy. She's getting nostalgic and wants to relive those times in a bit of a psychotic manner. It's not healthy, but it's one of those obsessive boy-mom problems you see nowadays. Yeah. Pop another one out for her. I'm sorry, I don't make the rules. This is simply the best course of action. This way, she can leave you alone and enjoy taking care of a baby again, and she won't put her grubby little paws on your current one. Hey, don't get too upset. It's just business. It's like you're spotting her for dinner. Hey, I got you in the next one. With this sacrifice, you will be free from her Oh wait. You can also just get her a puppy. That way she'll she'll feel what it's like to take care of something again, and maybe feel like a mother in some aspect again. Yeah, wait, maybe that's the better idea. I'm new to this game, so please don't hurt my feelings. What the fuck is going on? Next story. I'm a 22-year-old female. My boyfriend, 24-year-old male, is an avid outdoorsman. He grew up camping and hiking often. I, on the other hand, did not. I think I went camping once when I was a little kid and sat in my grandma's RV pouting the entire time. My boyfriend and I have been dating for 6 months, and as our little anniversary present, my boyfriend wanted to take me to his favorite hiking spot. We live in a warmer state, so hiking this time of year isn't abnormal. I was a little nervous about it, but agreed because I definitely see him as the person I'm gonna marry. Aww, wholesome chungus. Which means adapting to his lifestyle as well. I guess so. So we went on a sunrise hike up a mountain that was a little over an hour away from us. The hike was just over 3 miles total, and it wasn't too difficult for beginners. Before going, my boyfriend gave me the safety rundown and pushed that I drink a ton of water. A hydrated queen. That hit. I needed to pee slightly and mentioned to my boyfriend that I want to find the bathroom at the beginning of the trailhead. He brushed it off and suggested we get going so we don't miss the most beautiful part of the sunrise. So I agreed. This is fuck man, this is a disaster waiting to happen. During the half of the hike, my boyfriend kept pushing for me to drink water to the point where I felt like I was gonna throw up and my bladder was gonna explode. When we get to the best part of the hike, we sat there for a few minutes before I mentioned heading back down because at this point I really needed to find that bathroom. My boyfriend insisted we stay for a few minutes more. Bro, who the fuck is this guy? Does he have some fucking Ashton Hall ass bitch ass routine? Ice bath, cold plunge, chug 10 gallons of water, and then 10 sets of holding in your piss while mean mugging the wall. Why are you cock blocking her piss? Piss blocking her. Yeah, blocking her vagina from pissing. It's just stupid, man. I don't know. Finally dragged him up. Listen. I've never peed outside my entire life. Oh, this is where this is going. But I must have drank so much water, my bladder just couldn't take it. Before we even made it back down, I knew I was about to pee my pants. I kept mentioning it to my boyfriend and he kept comforting me, saying it was okay, saying I can make it. Pee, it's not that deep. Hold up. I need to calm down. I'm removing myself from the situation. I need to decompress. I swear these stories are slowly gonna turn me into a vape fiend one day. I actually swear. Unfortunately, I could not make it. I apologized profusely, but told him I had to duck behind a big rock a little ways off the trailhead to pee, or I was gonna pee my pants. He was angry, scoffed, and huffed as I asked him to stand watch, but instead he just stood by the trail, angry as ever. Look at this little diva. And to make matters worse, an older couple that was cutting through some of the bushes walked right by me, but didn't say anything. Oh no. They got cherry blast, they got fruity guava, they got strawberry tornado. Mango pot. Oh no, that's actually so fucking cringe. I would actually crumble on the spot. So yeah, my boyfriend is understandably furious with me, not only for exposing myself on our hike, but also for rushing our beautiful view. This is his favorite hiking spot and I ruined it. I feel terrible, but I also feel like it was something that I couldn't control. Am I the asshole? It's just the edit. I will be breaking up with him. Just the juxtaposition from this is the man I want to marry to I'm breaking up with him. Nah, this guy's a butthole. Why does he give a fuck if she quickly goes to the bathroom or has to pee during a hike? Or any event, really. Like, okay, Mr. Kegels every day, He trained himself to stop his stream mid-piss, showed it off during a boys' night and thought he had aura. Like, no. No one cares. Philip. This just got me thinking this man's pelvic floor is so strong, so airtight that he does not relate to the rest of us that need to piss on a normal cadence. Would be Chad if he wasn't pouting and baby raging because she couldn't hold in the 20 gallons of water she drank anymore. You're a bum.
I'm sorry, but you're a bum.
Not to mention you literally told her to drink that much water, effectively playing yourself. Also, if you need to pee in a hiking or camping situation, it sucks, but it happens. But don't worry, because I have a solution.
But they already broke up.
Shut up, man! And buckle your seatbelts and get excited, folks, because the word of the day is gaslighting. I'm just gonna put that right there. I'm gonna rip a page straight out of the best horror movie this year, Bring Her Back. Roofie him. Yup, drug him every night so he's out cold. Piss in a cup, pour it on him. He wakes up, oh, what the fuck? I wet the bed. He's out drinking, roofie, piss, pour it on him. He thinks he pissed himself. He's at his grandma's house for cookies, roofie, piss, pour it on him. Now wait, this may seem extreme, but this is a necessary evil. He'll wake up one day and think, you know what? Maybe I shouldn't have been so hard on my girlfriend for the incident on the trail. Maybe sometimes you just have to pee, and that's okay. I've learned so much from this experience of soiling myself for 8 years straight. And this will effectively create a better human permanently. You're welcome.
When I talk to you,
The greater good. I am your boss. I'm the greatest good. They threw a cabbage at me. My friend Zoltar. Ooh, what a suave name. Aw, fuck. Has been obsessed with ketchup ever since I met him. He is always trying out different recipes to make his own ketchup and getting me and all our friends to try them. Oh. Okay. I mean, everyone has a hobby. Recently, he made his best ketchup yet. I tried it. It wasn't bad. It was, ketchup. Now he has decided he is finally going to break into the ketchup game. Okay, he's stepping up in the world. Look at my boy. He got dreams to pursue. I like this guy. He is convinced he is going to launch his own ketchup company and grow it to be one of the top providers of ketchup in the US. He literally has a photo of Heinz ketchup on a dartboard. He throws darts at it and mutters things like, I'm coming for you. Oh wow, this guy really wants to be the Hokage of ketchup. I mean, hey, I'm rooting for the ketchup guy so far. I don't know. Anyways, he has a scheme he wants me and others to participate in. Essentially, it involves us all going to a restaurant, sitting at different tables, and enacting lines from a scene he wrote that will accumulate in all of us trying and loving his ketchup and convincing the manager to buy it. He wants us all to memorize lines. Huh. The gist of it is one guy is supposed to call over the waitress and say he likes the french fries, but hates the ketchup. I am supposed to lean over from another table and say, sorry to butt in, but I have to agree, I'm tired of this old-fashioned, factory-produced ketchup. I mean, where's the real tomato flavor? Okay. So he's not much of a writer. After a few other people do this, my friend is going to say, you guys won't believe this, but I'm a ketchup chef, and I have a few samples. Would you want to give it a shot? At this point, everyone is supposed to try the ketchup and act astounded by it, and basically all exclaim it is the best ketchup they ever had. I am supposed to stand up on my table and make a trumpet sound effect, and then yell to the entire restaurant, we have the best ketchup ever made over here. Everyone, come around. One of the other people is supposed to get the manager of the place over, and we are all supposed to try to convince him or her to buy an order of my friend's ketchup. He's going to act surprised and embarrassed and try to tell us to stop putting this poor guy on the spot in regards to the manager. He then assumes he will make a huge sale. Then he wants to do the same operation at other places in town. I told him no way I'm doing this.
You what?
I hate public speaking / acting and having attention focused on me. Also, the idea is just so fucking dumb and crazy to me.
How dare you?
I told him that straight up. He acted offended and said I'm ruining his dream. I'm astounded by this, but some of my friends agree and think he is showing hustle, and that we should all help him launch his ketchup business. Aside from his ketchup obsession, Zoltar is one of my best friends, but it seems our friendship is being ruined. A lot of people are telling me I am a jerk for going against his dreams and not helping out. Alright, pack it up, buddy, you're the asshole. Wait, hear me out. Just listen. Is ketchup a bit odd? Yes. But you dare not support your homie in pursuing his dreams?
Databayo.
Have some whimsy in your bones, or just have some belief. All I'm saying is I would do the skit. I'd do this scheme for any one of yous. You support your homie's dreams, businesses, singing, acting. If you're the robber, I'm the driver. If you need a duo, I'm there. If you're a porn actor, I'm the cameraman. But okay, you don't want to do the scheme. You need advice, and I'm here to give it, even if I don't agree. And I have a solution. Get some extra shifts at your work. Now pay the crowd a little extra to, react entirely differently to the ketchup plan. What the fuck are these little guys? When everyone tries his ketchup, unbeknownst to Zoltar, you have everyone saying they absolutely hated it and find it disgusting and vile. I want this man verbally jumped and beat down with an onslaught of horrible insults about his ketchup. I want you to roast him harder than my friends roasted me when I tried to draw Mordecai from regular show.
Oh my god, bro.
Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck, man?
Why his head kinda looked like a Metapod?
Afterwards, Zoltar will have lost all his dignity and give up on his dream about ketchup. Heck, he won't even want to think about ketchup anymore. He'll stop putting it on his sandwiches, McDonald's Big Mac combo orders, and even on his Jay's Game hot dogs. There, now you don't have to do the scheme. Happy now? Feel good about yourself, huh? Do you? This is me getting a standing ovation because of how good my advice is. They all watched my advice. True story. Next story. I've been dating my boyfriend for 2 years and we finally moved in together. Ever since we moved in, I've seen a new side of him. It's a very odd issue and I can't wrap my head around what to do. At first I started to notice butter was disappearing quickly. I assumed maybe I lost track of how much we had. Or maybe he was cooking when I wasn't around. I don't know. But one night, a few weeks ago, I saw him trying to stealthily take a stick of butter from the fridge, which I pretended not to notice. And he took the butter with him into the, bathroom? Huh. Now I have noticed my boyfriend spending an hour or more of time in the bathroom since we moved in, but I never saw him take the butter before. I was so confused. When he came out of the bathroom about an hour later, I saw no sign of the butter.
What the fuck is he doing with that butter?
But I also saw he did not put the butter back in the fridge. It was gone. What's he doing with the butter? I tried to subtly keep an eye on him over a week. He did this 3 separate times, and each time a stick of butter disappeared. Finally, I said one day, "Where did all our butter go?" "I hardly used any this week and it's gone." He pretended not to know and said maybe we had forgot to buy it. I said no. We had 4 sticks, motherfucker, and they are gone. He just acted like it was a mystery and said, guess we should order up some groceries. What in the sneaky snitch? By now I was getting very confused, so I ordered groceries and made a point of saying, good to finally have 4 sticks of butter. This should last us quite a while. He had no comment. On the first 2 days, whenever I used a small amount of butter, I would remark about how much we had left. This is the weirdest canceled episode of Sherlock Holmes that I have ever seen. Finally, one day I saw him do it again. He took a stick of butter into the bathroom, was gone for an hour or so, and came back with no butter. I couldn't believe it. So when I made dinner, I acted shocked that 1 stick of butter was gone. He said maybe we only had 3, but he knew I'd been making a point of it. The very next day, another stick of butter, gone. I listened at the bathroom door and heard sink water running and thought I heard moaning noises. I was so confused. Yeah.
Me too, man.
Finally, this time when he came out, I said I know he's been taking the butter into the bathroom. He got all flustered and said I must be mistaken. But I said I had literally seen him take butter into the bathroom and come out without it. And that I know he has been lying to me about the quantity of butter in our fridge. He then started apologizing for misleading me.
Let's just not talk about it.
Bro, you're stealing butter. You're not mysterious. Stop it. When he saw I was getting mad, he said, what if I order my own separate, private butter? I was like, okay, but what are you doing with the butter? He asked me to promise him to never ask about his butter activities again, and to just put it behind us. He said, just look the other way on this one thing, and stressed how it's not a big deal at the end of the day. I was like, okay, I guess. But I've been so confused and even disturbed about it. Like, what is he doing with the butter? Why was he lying about it? Why won't he tell me? I don't even think he's eating it because he's not a
Giant, rotund, fat fucking chud. Hefty. She said the words hefty.
overweight guy. I feel like if somebody ate that much butter, they'd become hefty. But he shows no signs of it. I'm just like, who is this guy? Am I overreacting? It's just odd. I see him in a different light and I'm not sure what to do. Should I ignore it? Wow, that was a roller coaster that I did not consent to. And I wish I'd never heard this goofy ass story. Okay, I have a solution. Hire me as a private investigator. Because now I want to know what he's doing with the butter. I'm just as confused as you are, and I'm motivated to figure out what is going on. Let's find out what's happening in the bathroom together. Wow, that's a weird sentence. Surely he's like doing some 8-step Korean skincare routine that requires butter. Or surely something a woman of the cloth would approve of. Moisturizer. A snack while he showers. Yeah, I'm sure it's one of these. I mean, what do people usually do in the bathroom with a full stick of butter? Ah! Never mind. Never mind. I want no part in this anymore. Yo, I hope I made you laugh, smile, or at the very least, put you in a good mood. And yeah, hope you enjoyed. Peace out.